lovely spot.
Good morning.
Nice to see you.
You too.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Come on in.
Thank you.
At 14, I was sent from Halifax to Quebec on a train by myself to a school that had been refurbished into a pottery studio. And you lived there for 2 weeks at a time. The food was incredible. And it gave the parents a break, and I loved the food. If I'd known that, I would be doing this the rest of my life, then I would have paid better attention. But it was fun. It was really fun.
You have a very distinct style with your pottery and the look of the clay. Could you tell us about that?
The clay I buy from the States. I buy 3 to 4 tons at a time. And it's specially made for me, and it has the speckles in the clay, which is kind of my trademark.
So this is where the magic happens.
This is it.
Awesome.
And I thought I'd make a pot, and then we put you on the wheel and make a pot.
All right.
Yes, so here we go.
Very excited.
Where do you draw inspiration from for your pottery, Sarah?
Well, you've kind of missed it, but the gardens were in full bloom 2 weeks ago. I was in swimming yesterday, and so walking in the beach, the rocks, I'm an avid lover of rocks. Yes, and I travel a bit to see what other people are doing, because I am working all alone, and there aren't any potters in this area, so yes, I need to get out and see what else is happening.
How do you go about it now? Is it to make it the most perfect shape, or is it to try new shapes, or like what inspires you daily now for making the shapes and sizes?
Now I'm filling orders, and I experiment in the winter, which is a really tough time because it's kind of gray outside, and it's
not
push yourself. It's hard. Yes. So, but now I'm just doing orders for Christmas. So this pot will be ready in a month. It takes that long to dry and be fired twice and all that kind of stuff.
Wow. So it's fired once, then glazed or fired again?
That's right, yes.
Did anyone clock that? Like, how long?
That was quick.
That was so fast. Thank you so much. Oh, I love the little sparrows on your paper.
Oh yes,
So
aren't they fun?
cute.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a very busy space. That must be Chris in the background.
Yes, indeed.
Hi.
How's it going?
Not too bad. How are you?
Not so badly.
Alicia, nice to meet
Lisa,
you.
good to meet you.
And Tyson.
Tyson, I got a memory like a fish, so
Oh, don't
Not
worry.
a problem.
Lisa and Tyson, I'll see if I remember.
What are you doing in here?
Well, I make jewelry,
Okay.
gold and silver. Right now I'm working on some stuff for the military,
Oh, wow.
just little hat badges.
Is that wax?
Yeah, that's wax. I shoot the wax and then cover it in plaster and then put it in the kiln and burn it out, and this is your end product there.
That's so
Wow.
cool. I've never
Look at
seen
the detail.
Yeah, no kidding.
Of course, when it all polishes it up, it's something else.
Just like that.
The rifles are sort of a thing I do, but this is my real work.
Oh.
This is a piece I've been working on for the past 6 months or so.
That is so
These are all jade, supposedly. It was a bracelet, and the lady wanted it made into a neck piece.
Oh.
So I had said, pretty well finished. I'm just waiting for her to come so I can find out how long to make it. Well, I was trained as a cabinet maker, and when I was younger, a long time ago, and I moved out west for work because in the 70s there was no work, and I ended up working in a theater building sets, and I was carving an amore, a big cabinet, with a Japanese lady and and a pagoda and jugs and all bas-relief carving. It was a prop for the show. It was a set piece. And I said, what the hell am I doing here, making $5 an hour, all this away from home,
Yeah.
And I'm going home, and I'm going to go to the art college, and I'm going to study how to make jewelry, build my own cabinets.
Yep.
So I come back here, and I figure, well, I'm going to build my own cabinets. I may as well know how the hardware goes together. So I said, I'll take a jewelry course. First day there, I made a piece of jewelry in about 20 minutes, and I took it out to the cafeteria and sold it for 20 bucks. I said, how would lugging plywood for the rest of my life? So I stayed there, and I've been doing it ever since. Well, mind you, I ended up still doing the carpentry. I ended up working at CBC, building sets, and a few movies in between, and that sort of thing. But,
I like how many different facets of the arts you've been in.
That's awesome.
a few.
Yeah, that's incredible. Well, you guys look like the people we want to talk to about getting in this art maze. What is an art maze?
What is it, Brent?
Well, it's just a maze and there's a lot of art included.
So what made you decide to make an art maze?
I think it's a long time dream, like, yeah. And yeah, I think the maze itself would be not half as interesting than if you discover things, you know. You're always discovering something.
What came first, your love of art or your love of mazes?
Oh, that's hard to say because I think that was always,
But he drew the plan for this maze 25 years ago.
yeah.
Is that how long it's been here?
No.
We only moved to Nova Scotia 21 years ago. And the maze has been open to the public 5 years now.
That's amazing. I've driven by a few times and I've always wondered.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. What did you use for your inspiration of the stuff we're going to see in there?
Everything, like the whole world inspires me.
Yeah, especially there's an artist and architect named Hundertwasser in Vienna.
Yeah.
And we also went to the Gaudi Park in Barcelona.
Oh, Ben.
And from there on, it just...
That is an excellent inspiration. That is,
Yeah.
oh gosh, that city is incredibly, just everything is an art piece.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad to hear that we have this here.
There we go.
Do we want to go check it out?
Oh, I think so.
All right,
All right, let's go.
do it. Come on, Maze Police. Oh, Maze Patrol.
Come on, Bruno.
Come on. So many textures.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. So you just let people go wild, or is there a method to the madness?
No.
The entrance to the maze is right there,
Okay.
underneath the spider, but otherwise...
Great.
The spiders would always caught my attention from the highway. What is that?
Whose idea was that?
Well, actually, I'll show you. So, the netting is like made from the spider. So if you look at the spider on the back, the netting comes
yeah.
out there.
Oh, I do see that
that's
ridiculously
very
realistic.
And little
interesting.
things, you know,
Good job, Bern. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we, as you can see, we recycle a ton of materials. So we
that's
take every
great.
little bit we find somewhere, we'll take home, and we have our own tumblers, so we make our own sea glass. And
Whose idea was that?
Well, I made that actually. I had her on my mind, I guess.
I just just stand next to it and see. That's cool. Oh, the fan. Oh, I love how many things there are to see. Like
Yeah,
you
and
just
it
keep looking at the same
Flows
spot.
into more art. Yeah.
So welcome to my garden shed, which has a lot of glass making equipment in it, but it does have some rakes and things as well, so it is actually functioning as part of the garden. I had to build it after my studio over on Creighton Street was turned into condominium apartments, as so many places are. And I wanted a place that I could simply retire to and punk around in. So I went from over 800 square feet to this, which I call the Volkswagen studio. Everything is 2 steps away. And it was designed all by me, so it's to my comfort to have everything just tucked in a corner. Well, I started out as a stained glass artist, making those little things that you hang in the window. We call them sun catchers. And then I had a very good opportunity to work with another more established artist and learn how to make architectural windows. So I did. And I just jumped over a stage where you make all kinds of little things. Suddenly I was doing the restoration of Victorian doors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This bracelet is made out of, was it Perrier bottles?
Wow. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
So I can actually work with all kinds of different kinds of glass.
It's really nice.
I love the frosted
and do
ones.
different things with it. But primarily what I work with are types of glass that are made specifically for glass bead making. These are glass rods, and this is how you buy the glass. And you can see behind you
Yeah.
that I have all kinds of glass rods here. So the Egyptians invented this technique, and they invented this technique a long time ago. It's called lamp working. They used to do it in the heat of an oil lamp. We do it in this very clean flame.
Do you think if your wife hadn't said, "Why don't you get this?" you'd ever have found your ways to bead making?
Oh, I think if my wife hadn't said a lot of things, I'd be living under a pier. She has a great amount of forethought, and I spend a lot of time engaging in her wishes.
You hear that? A lot of time engaging in her wishes.
I'm learning right now.
Right now.
You're a smart man, Phil.
Thank you. And the secret to making a nice symmetrical ornament is to make sure that everything is around the center of the axis of rotation. Listen to me, I sound like my high school geometry teacher. Y'all's x minus the bar. You just have to make sure everything is nicely centered before you blow, because you're doing a free blow. You're not blowing into a mold. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now the glass is not too fluid, just fluid enough.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
And there we have it. Little Christmas ornament.
Hey,
How you doing?
It's so great to finally meet you.
nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Us here.
No problem.
Oh, my God.
There it is.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
What is this we're looking at?
That's an 8,000-pound stone that I got from Wallace, and then I was commissioned to carve and do a piece that celebrates the 250 years of the descendants of the Hector and the 150 years of Pictou, and then the indigenous people that were kind of here all along. Well, I grew up in Park Falls, which is like 10 minutes outside of New Glasgow going that way.
I haven't even heard of Park Falls.
It's a really beautiful area. You should definitely go see it.
So what does it mean to you to be an artist in like a smaller rural area like this?
Being an artist is just something I always had in my heart. Like if I look at something, like I might see an arrangement of stones on the ground, or I might see, like I just see art in everything that I kind of look at. So it's just always been in my heart. And then the older I got and the better I got at my abilities, I was able to manifest that sort of into the world on a bigger scale.
Do you find it very challenging to be an artist these days, like as a career?
It's sort of just been working. I don't know.
Just organically.
Organically, it's just when I put my whole heart into it. There was no like safety net for me. Like when I made a decision to be an artist professionally, like I just made that decision. I started my business and that was it. Like that's how I was going to pay my bills. And so I put my whole heart into it. I didn't like do something on the side and then like I put my whole self, my whole being into doing it. And that's why these things came to be, I think, because I put my whole heart into it. And that's why I got chosen for it. Like and then more things that come from that. When people see that you put your heart into something, they want to choose you to do that. Some needed touch-ups.
Well, thank you so much for showing us your beautiful piece and your whole process behind it.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming out. It was really nice to meet you guys, and I was happy to show you.
Oh man, I can't wait to see it in its final home.
It'll be on the Pictou waterfront. It'll be easily visible. And
I would say.
I hope everyone else likes it and feels. I wanted to honor all the people that it's representing. So.
Oh, that's so good.
Like the glass and that?
Oh, the leaves.
I know, there's so many tiny details.
Gosh, these
Look up
glass
here.
ivy leaves are so beautiful.
Yeah, there's some beautiful stuff, eh?
Yeah, we go a lot to Dollar Drama.
No way. I bet antique stores are super fun too.
Yes, and yeah.
I think it's gonna be fun.
first was burned. And because
This is the first man.
Me.
and because of his first name Bern, a lot of Canadians have a hard time. They call him Bernard, and that's why Bernard.
Oh, Bernard! Love that! That never entered my mind once. That's so
Yes,
funny,
so
Bernard.
that's where it came from.
Cute.
And then he drew the original plan, but this was way before we moved here. Many moons later, we started with groundwork, and we actually had some explosions here with dynamite and all that stuff. And then it was me and Bernd and our late dog Charlie, and many helping hands. And Bernd built the mushroom outside first, and then we mixed a lot of concrete and all these help, and people helped from all over the world. And then we started with the little seedlings, and the spider made the netting where they grow up, and sun and rain and gardening helped them all grow up. So that was it.
That is incredible. Oh, that's like emotional. Can confirm we have falling.
Good. Now you put the rod underneath it, the mandrel, and you attach the glass to it.
Oh!
Oh my goodness, it cracked off. Anyway, return that to the flame.
Oh my God, my heart.
Oh look, I'm showing you how to deal with dangerous situations now. And just keep heating that up. And let it pull around the rod. Oh yeah.
I'm a strange bead, it's fine.
Yeah. Just keep it rotating. It's usually about a count of 10, and you keep it level. You don't turn it vertically, otherwise the glass will flow. A little bit more. Stay in the flame though.
Yeah, I can't imagine trying to teach this to like 15 people at once.
It can be challenging.
I imagine. I'm having a challenge right now with the one-on-one.
You want to stay in the flame because that is what provides you with the fluidity of the glass.
Right.
And now it's fine to put into the cooling bubbles.
I guess that temptation is so real because it does look like, oh
Yeah.
no, it's not glowing hot anymore. It must be fine.
Yeah, exactly. There we have it. You both
There's
made
a lot more
bees.
skill to that than you would expect.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And always someone who's an expert makes it look so easy.
They hate me for
100%.
it. My students hate me for that. Just, how come?
It's like, no, that's the expertise we want.
It's so funny.
Phil, thank you so much for showing us your studio and your craft and your amazing products.
Oh,
really
you're
good.
quite welcome. I'm always glad to have visitors. And, you know, it sounds like you're on an amazing journey too.
We are.
So I'm glad to be a small part of it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's,
But it makes you thinking. Right? You need to think about it.
it did. It took me a few tries where I was like, I
I
know.
can see the gears turning up there.
I'm like, I know that reads something, but I'm not 100%.
And that's what we want, is people to start thinking. Because like you say, we don't explain a lot. Like the blood cage is open. We don't explain it. If people want to see it and get it, it's good. If not, it's fine too.
Okay, now you're just going to try it. Yes. Doesn't that feel fabulous?
I'm out of control.
I would like to buy an exercise ball, and I would like to make a bowl over top that wasn't. I want to get away from this evenness. I want, because I like things with character, and I like things that are a little bit off, because a lot of times I feel I'm a little bit
I was
off.
like, well, we're the people for you.
So yes, and it's just summers are busy time because that's my time to be on deck and have the regular pots ready. But this winter I hope to try and make a few different things that aren't perfectly round. Although you spend your life trying to accomplish the round, and yeah. So
That's so funny. I never thought of it that way. Yeah, trying to get that perfect shape that almost doesn't even look handmade anymore.
that's right, exactly. Yes, it could come from Walmart, and yes.
Interesting. Our pots are going to be so cute next to each other.
That's true.
Most of the people think jewelry is charm jewelers and and peoples, and you know, that sort of thing. The custom jewelry is the way to go. Because you get something handmade, it comes right from the heart, you know, and you get what you want.
I actually stone feather my business. I would like to create employment for people to have like interesting jobs and like do things.
That's an amazing idea.
Nurture new talent.
Yeah, nurture new talent and stuff.
love
Just like
that.
Alan did for me, sort of. I want to do that for other
that's
people.
true.
Just pass that mentorship along, basically.
Yeah.
Wow, it's pretty neat to see it settled into
And
its
its natural
home.
habitat.
Yeah,
It's pretty awesome, hey?
really, really cool.
You get a better idea for the scope of it when you're outside of the workshop and can tour around it more easily.
This is where it's located. Here's a question. What does art mean to you guys?
Freedom to express whatever you want. I guess.
Same for you?
Happiness.
What does it mean to be able to share so many different kinds of art with people?
I think that makes it more thing for the whole family to come, because most places the husbands get dragged behind, and here I find there's a lot of guy things as well, where they look at the welding and things. So yeah, it's like
Yes, even like some guys that just come with the family, but then they say, oh wow, good how it's done, and they're interested in this stuff.
And the little girls, they love the princess outdoor and the mermaid and things. So there's
And you got sharks
something.
for little boys.
Yeah, so there's something for everybody.
Oh, guys, we can't thank you enough for this experience and actually getting to hear from you guys the history behind it, how it came to be.
It's really an incredible installation.
Yeah, it really
Thank
wraps
you.
up our art education. This has been fantastic. Thank you for doing this, and thanks for doing it here.
Thanks for coming. And,
Thanks, Bruno.
Thanks for spreading the word.
That's pretty cool.
Do you like the Artmobile?
Be amazed.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that.
Super cool. You coming with us, Bruno? You're definitely not. Maybe we've probably tunneled through the aluminum by
One
now.
road hound is enough.
Oh my god. No?
That's incredible.
Just makes you feel youthful and you do it.
No,
Come on.
absolutely
Click
not.
your heels with joy. Bring some childish
Wow.
exuberance.
Look. Wow. I'm
Do you
exuberant.
remember when you lost your passion, or is it just a mystery?
It's in there. It's buried. Somewhere under the garage foundation.
It's killing my passion.